All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Legislative Lens, spotlighting state laws. And today's law we're doing with 80 out of the 88th legislature in Texas. We're dealing with Senate Bill 379, which is the repeal of the tampon tax. You might ask me, Tim, how in the bloody hell do we have a tampon tax in Texas? Well, there is one. So, this is kind of what we're dealing with here. Is so any feminine hygiene products and baby products were being taxed under the sales tax in the state of Texas. So with this law, which after the Roe versus Wade overture, uh, it is any of the feminine products, including baby care and child care necessities, are now becoming sales tax free in Texas, and Texas will join the slim majority of states that have nixed the sales tax on feminine and baby care items. In the House vote was 129 to 14, which the Senate already passed. This bill was identical to House Bill 300, which passed earlier in the session, but really a lot of theatrics and stupidity, if you ask me. But it stalled in the Senate in favor of their own version of the bill. So basically, reconciliation occurred, and we got House Bill 37 or Senate Bill 379. This bill is pretty self-explanatory, and it really is a strong measure for Texas families. Texas Greg Abbott supported repealing the tax on feminine hygiene products and baby care items. The Democratic lawmakers in the state have been pushing for this legislation for years. So it was kind of one of those things where I think it's bipartisan support. After 4 sessions, Speaker made it a priority on the docket, and it was achieved. So the bill is expected to cost state about $227 million in general revenue over the next 2 years and going forward. So obviously going to cost the state a couple, millions of dollars, but is it the right move? Absolutely. No brainer here. It was really just some of these laws that became, some of these bills that became law. You would ask me, it's self-explanatory, right? A lot of this stuff, but a lot of it became after Roe versus Wade and the spotlight on, this healthcare rights as a whole during the COVID pandemic. So this is a pretty straightforward bill, if you ask me. No questions asked. Pretty straightforward. So it includes certain top items: hygiene, feminine hygiene products, baby products, diapers, baby wipes, maternity clothes, breast milk, pumping products. There's a certain list that are obviously included in those, things like that. So those will not see a sales tax or apply the state sales tax on, and those are going to be free of sales state tax. So very important measure, I think. Very important. Just you can start seeing that Texas as a whole is starting to become, some of this old mentality of laws are starting to be just, it's a no-brainer if you ask me. It's a no-brainer. Why are we having sales? I understand, sales state tax, but Texas doesn't have an income tax. So they need to make their money on the sales tax, which the state of Texas has thousands and thousands and millions of people that live here, and they'll generate the revenue back. So that being said, quick episode, pretty straightforward episode, but thank you for joining me. Feel free to subscribe and download on all your podcasting platforms, as well as join me on social media to continue the conversation on all the topics of this 88th legislation cycle. So thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Later.